Kelsey shaking her head. No, why not?
Because that wasn't her, like, what's it called, motives.
Right.
And, like, although it was kind of wrong to, like, give her something that strong.
Sure.
It still wasn't her motive, and it was her, like, Danielle's choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. But you can hear that, again, that narrative again, that mom says, well, I did give her the first pill. Danielle says, well, my mom gave me the first pill. You know, and that's kind of what they believe then, and helps them both kind of blame the mom for being responsible for getting Danielle started down this path. When really, Danielle's the one choosing all the time how many pills to take, and, you know, the one that keeps taking more and more. These questions, how do you think she views herself? What's her self-image at this point?
She almost looks at herself as being fine. Like,
She looks at herself as
long
being
she
fine.
doesn't feel like she feels fine.
Right.
She almost, like, she kind of said at the end, like, she's saying she cares about everybody, but at the same time, nobody's seeing it.
Right, right. So she believes that
Yeah,
she's doing her best. Yeah. Others, what do you think? Yeah.
And that, like, whatever she's doing, her sister and her other parents did worse than she's doing right now.
Right,
So it, like, doesn't matter because they did worse than she did.
exactly.
She's not that bad.
Right, right. So in her mind, well, yeah, she could do things better. It's not as bad as what Rachel did or her dad did. So yeah, that's, I think, an important piece of her self-concept at this point. What are her best assets coming from the strengths-based perspective? This is, Jaden laughs like, what? What do you think are some of her best assets? And not even just, don't even look at her necessarily as an individual, but in her environment as well. Nicole?
I was gonna start with her as an individual.
That's fine, no, you can do that. I was just trying to help people think more broadly.
She's gotten out of her situation before. Like, she stopped taking pot. She stopped. Didn't she do mushrooms?
Yeah,
And acid?
yeah.
And so she stopped that. So she has a strong will.
Right,
She just, at this moment, does not choose to enforce that
Right.
will.
right. I think that's huge. If you're talking to her as a client, to help her think about that time when she was sober, when she was clean. Pretty much from the time I think she got married until their second child was born.
So it was like
Right,
even before she was married.
I think you're right,
Like at
maybe.
19.
She quit at 19 and they got married at 25. Somewhere around then. So yeah, to highlight to her, hey, what was different about that time that you were able to be sober and clean? How can we go back to that? How can we highlight those things? And then to say, look at what you did. You're capable of this. You did it once. You can do it again. You can get clean and sober and live life without Percocet. So yeah, I think that's a huge strength. We're running out of time, but here are some of the other things we were going to talk about. Does she recognize that her life is out of control? I would say at this point, no. A lot of you are shaking your heads. Her current state of health is very concerning, I think. Her relationships, I think, are a huge loss of resources. So what you'll see next, if you do choose to watch the rest of this, is they do an intervention with one of their hired interventionists. He happens to be one of my favorites. I just like him for whatever reason. I like his approach. So they basically lay it all on the line, saying if she doesn't change, if she doesn't quit, then they are, mom's not giving her any more Percocet. They're cutting her out of their life, essentially. And then she does end up choosing to go to treatment. But I'll leave the rest for you to watch and see what happens after.